and planes and the things that we use to get around, our modes of transportation that we use to get around, that type of technology and development is decades away. It's decades away. Now, of course, yeah, we can switch to natural gas very soon. There are cars in America right now. There are trucks right now that run on natural gas. There's just not a lot of natural gas. There's just not a lot of mining for natural gas resources going on, and I think that we probably should have a natural gas revolution in America. But get back to the subject. Why would you want energy prices to skyrocket, Mr. President? Why would you want the people who are already going through economic hardships and seeing their property taxes raised? Philadelphia is about to raise property taxes 10%, by the way, the city of Philadelphia, because they're so broke. You have property taxes that are already high. You have the income tax. We have the Social Security tax. We have the death tax. We tax that consumption. We tax that sales taxes. We are taxed at every level, even like I said, even in death, the death tax. So in a time of economic hardship where this economy is cradling and where world economies are collapsing, world economies are collapsing, why, Mr. President? And I just, honestly speaking, one citizen to another, in the privacy of my own home, and I guess now on YouTube, on wherever this video is posted at, it makes you wonder if they're doing it on purpose. Are they collapsing the country on purpose? That no longer to me seems like a conspiracy theory type of mentality or way of thinking. A conspiracy theorist type way of thinking. It's not. Because it's easy for everyday Americans, everyday citizens, to see, non-ideological citizens, to look at what's happening to the country and not wonder and say, wow, is this being done on purpose? Because we've been through recessions before and we know how to get out of them. You know, we went through a Great Depression and we saw the things that Franklin Delano Roosevelt did that did not help the Depression, but actually basically lengthened the duration of the Depression. And now we have another American president that's doing the exact same thing, mirroring Roosevelt. All these big government programs, big government spending, lots of welfare, lots of, you know, sustained unemployment, just unemployment forever. Everyone gets unemployment forever. And really, when the president said that he wanted to, when he came to office, that he wanted to change the nation, I hear commentators ask all the time, and I ask myself, change to what? You know, we are America. We are that shining city on the hill. We are the greatest nation, in my opinion, ever to grace the face of the earth. So if he wants to fundamentally change this nation, as he always said and says, what are we changing into? We are starting to no longer resemble the America that our fathers, our grandfathers, and our great-grandfathers. And when I say that, I'm speaking in America in general. It's no longer the nation that the founders, and it's no longer that. It doesn't seem like it's that nation. It seems like we are moving dangerously towards a, I hear the term European socialist model all the time. I don't think European socialism when I think of what's happening and what's been happening. I think fascism. I don't think socialism. I think fascism. I heard Ron Paul, and he's one of the only people that I've heard say this recently. Because you hear a lot of people calling Obama a communist. Well, sure. You know, I've read his book, both of his books, actually, Dreams of My Fathers and The Audacity of Hope, where he talks about, you know, his affiliation for Marxist professors. He sought out Marxist professors, and he liked to hang with Marxists. We know about his past with people who had, you know, Marxist ties in the past. So no doubt that he has a particular type of liking to that brand of ideology. He does. But what's going on? And I heard Ron Paul say, he said Obama's not a communist, he's a corporatist. Because what fascists do, they play favorites. Because I mean, essentially, fascism is a corporate state. You know, you have private industry, but the government is controlling everything about it. I mean, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, that's fascism. It is a so-called private institution, but the government owns it, the government controls it lock, stock, and barrel. General Motors, fascism. AIG, fascism. Yes, that happened under Bush, and yes, that's what I said. So getting back to my point, if he wants to create fundamental change, what are we changing into? Are we changing into a Western socialist democracy? Are we changing into a authoritarian communist state like China? Authoritarian capitalism like China is, which is oxymoronic in itself. Authoritarian and capitalism, two phrases that don't go together. Or are we going down the path of the third way? And you all who know anything about history know what the third way is. Are we going down the path of the third way? I don't know. But it's getting pretty interesting out there, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that's going to be it for me today. So my name is Jamal Green. I hope you guys enjoyed my video and a little commentary. Go out, make your own, let your voices be heard, vote in November. Because I fear that if we don't, that I don't think this nation is going to survive. I don't think this nation is. I don't. We are already on the verge of Greece, and I don't even want to start on talking about our debt and the hundreds of trillions of dollars of debt that this nation is actually in. That's another video. So enjoy your day.